I mean, we have to be better at that. So, no news on the stimulus, the federal stimulus, unemployment, right? So that has expired. Today's August 2nd. So unfortunately, that has expired. Isn't that sad? They didn't renew it. I don't know. I don't know. That is your government at work, people. That's why it's so important to get out and vote. All right, what else is going on here? Let me jump back. We talked about Kanye. I'm so over Kanye, unfortunately. I don't know. What can you say? It's not getting better. They also have pictures of Kim in the car crying. Yes, Google is going to be working from home up until 2021. Yeah, I thought that was really nice, right? More and more corporations are going to start doing that because guess what? They get to cut the overhead costs of people being in the office. No electricity, right? They don't have to pay for a cleaning people to come in, or a lot of corporations will begin to sell the property. Think about that. So that's how they're going to recoup the money that they've lost from COVID. Another great opportunity to recruit money from the COVID loss, or the impact of the COVID on the economy, is the legal that's the Hennessy, the legalization of marijuana. That is something that is on the ballot, definitely in New Jersey for 2020. And if you live in New Jersey, and let's say you maybe you indulge, maybe you don't indulge, you should definitely vote for the recreational use of marijuana in New Jersey. That is a way for the state to make up the money, right? It's a great way to recoup some of the losses. So they're going to be looking at things like that that can help kind of, balance out the economy, because a lot of people lost money, a lot of businesses are closing, a lot of great restaurants are closing, a lot of great shopping places are closing because they're not able to bounce back from this. This is really serious. A lot of people are, hopefully, they don't lose their, hey, Bo, they don't lose their homes, because that regulation also expired on the 31st. So I believe that was just renewed too. So if you live in New York or New Jersey, hey, DJ Dice, they're offering an extension. So let's say you're having trouble paying your rent, then you can log on and apply for some type of stipend or grant that can assist you with your rent. So there's no need to really be out there being stressed. Hey, Shawana Davis. You should definitely try to look up a lot of the financial assistance that is available for this stuff, right? Whether it's your business that's impacted. Hey, Big Zoe. Whether it's your business that's impacted, or whether it is your home, right? You can't pay the rent, you can't pay your electricity bill. They have resources. So Google it, reach out, try to get some of that funding if you can. But don't just sit and panic. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Biggs. You guys be correcting me, like, don't say my government. You're changing your names all up, your nicknames, your last names. All right, I'm here for it. Just know that I'm here for it. Yeah, definitely here for it. So they also say, we were talking about coronavirus and the impact on the economy. They are now realizing that there is more than one type of coronavirus. Did you all hear about that? They actually, I don't know if it's the CDC, but there is I will post it for you all. There is a study that was done, and it breaks down about 6 types of coronavirus. A lot of people are getting the symptoms for like one day, and then they have no more symptoms. So they think they're fine, right? So should you happen to come down with a fever in the middle of the summer, let's say August, which we're in now, where normally you wouldn't get a fever like out of the blue, you should get yourself checked. You should get yourself tested. And a lot of people are saying, yes, 7 types. Thank you, Mad Manny. 7 types. Thanks for correcting me. 7 types of coronavirus. I'm going to bring it up if I can find it. But you should get yourself tested if you feel you catch a fever, or let's say you're severely tired. Let's say you have a headache out of the blue that you've never experienced that type of headache. Go get yourself tested for coronavirus. The reason why you want to get yourself tested is one, to confirm, right? And then two, you want to reduce the spread of the virus. Hey, Freddie, to people that you have come in contact with, right? So if you come back positive, then you have to call. That's like the contact tracing. You have to trace all of the people that you've been in contact with over the past 7 days. So you want to reach out to them and just say, hey, I came down with the virus. I've been sick for this amount of days. I was around you on X day, right? And then they can take, notice of maybe some symptoms that they have. But here's the even better part. Let's say, God forbid, you do get sick. Your body then creates antibodies, right? Then you can, there's that hair again. Then you can, after you've tested, after you finally test negative, right? Then what you can do is you can now give plasma. So let's say someone else in your family gets sick. You can actually give or donate your plasma to help them, recoup from the virus should they get really, really, really sick. So that's why it's so important to get tested if you feel like you have some of the symptoms. And there's 7 types of the coronavirus, 7 types of the virus, right? And the first 3, I think, are very mild. Maybe you have a fever, chills, a headache, allergy symptoms, right? And then you're fine. That however, still test positive for the virus, even though you feel fine. You may feel a little tired. It may take a little bit extra energy for you to do some things, but you will still test positive for like 3 weeks or more if you don't have severe symptoms. So pay attention. Just pay attention. Yeah, body pains. That's another one. Body pains. Exactly. That's another key sign. The muscle aches and pains that you would get. But these are mild symptoms. There are about 3 types of mild types of coronavirus. And then it goes into, okay, so then you begin to lose your taste and your sense of smell. I'm good, Freddie. A lot of people are afraid of needles and won't give the plasma. Yeah, see, that's why it's not good. Because that plasma helps somebody, recover quicker, right? So that's why it's so important to, hey, Corey, what's up? It's so important to, hey, Shaf, it's so important to get tested. It's so important, like once you feel that little offness, you know your body. You should know your body. Hopefully you know your body. Hopefully, especially like during these times, you're paying attention to your body. You should know whether or not it's normal for you to sneeze. Sometimes you may have a sneezing fit, right? But a sneezing fit with a headache and fever and chills, go running. Some places you have to make an appointment. Some places you can walk right into the testing center, like a urgent care, right? You don't have to pay for it. So don't think it's going to cost you to get tested. That's another, we have to be better at educating ourselves. It's not money out of your pocket. A lot of the insurance companies are paying for it, right? It's free. The state is covering the charges. So immediately, good. Kudos to you. So Shaf shares that he was tested and it came out negative. Good. Very good. So I wonder what made you get yourself tested. Did you feel off, or were you in contact with someone that maybe tested positive? There was a reason you decided to get tested. Did you have any symptoms that alarmed you to think that you had COVID? And if so, what were they? If you don't mind, thank you. Okay, yeah, Paul says he's paying attention to his body. Yeah, you got to pay attention to your body. That's so important because this is how you're going to catch it. A lot of times, when you hear the story about the people dying, okay, they waited, right? They've stayed at home where they've lost oxygen, right? These are the people that have it severely. They've lost oxygen. So there's an oximeter that you can buy. If you've ever gone to the doctor, if you have kids, you put it on your finger, and I think the cleaning lady is here, or the cleaning guy is here. They take the oximeter and put it on your finger and it measures your oxygen. And then what you can determine is, are you losing oxygen? Then maybe you need to go to the hospital for oxygen. But a lot of times people are just sitting at home because they're so afraid of going to the hospital. Oh, okay. It would be a better look. Oh, good, good, good. You just did it. Good, right. So Chef just shared that the reason why he got tested was because for business purposes, right? Because you're going to be around people. And listen, this is our new way. This is the new way. This is how we live now. You cannot stop living your life. You can't stop doing business. So kudos to Carl Schaff for that. In order for him to do the business, he had to get tested. And his test came back negative. So now, he's good. Robert had COVID. Oh, really? Did you want to share like some of the symptoms that you experienced, just to share with everybody what they should be on the lookout for? Perhaps, everybody is different. Everybody is different. But there's something that you noticed earlier on that, you felt off, right? Okay, Journey Sky wants to be in the video. Okay, all right, well, let's see. Now you guys have to, this is not pillow talk, all right? So if you're sharing, this is Phya's Playhouse. This is not pillow talk, so please be clean. All right, bear with us. Please be dressed, and please, if you're gonna share, make sure you're sharing. We're talking about COVID. So if you're not talking about COVID, hi, welcome to Phya's Playhouse. Okay, he left. All right, yeah. Sometimes people pop in and they're not ready when I accept. It's okay. Like, I don't mind if you want to hop on and have a conversation, do so. But just know that this is pillow talk for those. This is not pillow talk. This is Phya's Playhouse. Hello, fat boy. How are you? Thank you. Yeah, I know. And sometimes English isn't their first language, so it gets a little weird. All right. If everyone moved, Kevin says, if everyone moved like they have it, mass, social distancing, making better choices, we would be in a better place. Exactly. Yeah. And actually, Dr. Fauci just shared that people need to start wearing face shields. Are you ready for that? You ready to walk around with a face shield? I brought some really cool ones too. So if you want to know, if you want the real deal, holla. I got the hookup. Yeah, they're really cool. So there are things that we have to do now that we wouldn't have had to have done, last year, in terms of doing business, in terms of even when it comes to entertainment, right? Yeah. Exactly. Matt Manny says, doesn't mean if you're negative that later you can't be positive. You need to keep an eye on your symptoms always. Very true. Very, very true. So I have a family member that actually got tested 1 week. She felt off. She went and got tested and she was negative. And then a week later, she still felt off. She went and got tested again. She was positive. 2 weeks after that, she went because she has to have a negative test in order to return to work. She goes back 2 weeks after that and is still positive. So the super spreaders are the ones that are asymptomatic. She's asymptomatic, feels fine, but she's still positive. So this is why it's so important that even if you feel okay, you mask up. You put your mask on, you watch who you're around, and you practice social distancing, because that is what's going to turn this upside down. Hey, Big Hadley, how are you? But then they're talking about maybe perhaps even shutting down again, like a real serious shutdown, a nationwide shutdown, to kind of curtail the cases, because cases are rising. Even in New Jersey, cases are rising. Hey, CJ, my sis, love you. Cases are rising in New Jersey. Because why? It's nice outside. The pools, people are doing pool parties. They're renting homes, and having people come out for a pool party. Or another big thing is that, the boats. People are renting boats, and then they're going out on the boats, and then they find out that the pilot was sick or one of the crew members is sick. Now everybody's sick. Sounds sexy, sounds fun, but is it safe, right? So you want to reduce the amount of people that you're around. And if you can't help it, then you need to, wear your mask at all times. And it sucks. Like, I hate wearing a mask. I hate wearing a mask. I do. I can't stand it. You go to a restaurant, you're sitting around people, you take your mask off, you're exposed. I went to breakfast this morning and there's someone coughing, 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 coughing. But he was choking, but he was coughing. And the whole entire, everybody looked like, uh-oh. Yeah. So, okay, you kept your boat locked up this year. Well, I mean, you can take your boat out, but you want to watch who you have on it. I mean, just like Mad Manny said, you can do the temperature check. Thank you, Eddie. You can do the temperature check and you can, take the test and you can be negative at that time. However, as time goes on, right? But you want to make sure you know who you're around. I think that's so important, right? That's so important. But we got to live. We have to live. We can't stop living, right? So there are things that they're doing the drive-in movie theaters. They're doing the drive-in comedy shows. Can I share something with you? I'm actually in Atlantic City right now. It's packed here. It is super packed. I'm like, wait a minute. What is going on? I'm in Atlantic City. It is packed. The casinos, they have partitions up now. So they have a minimum of like 4 players at each table. So if you play blackjack, 4 players, roulette, 4 players only. And they have the partitions up. So if you're sitting at the table, there's a partition between the person next to you. So, so these are the things, like, we're learning to adjust. Yeah, we're learning to adjust. You want to watch where you go, watch who you're around, and just wear your mask at all times. I think it's just so important. That's the best thing you can do. Invest in a good face shield. You want to do that. Yeah. I was wondering, what pop-up drive-in in Newark? Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yep, I heard about that. So that's cool too. So this is what we have to do now. We have to find things that will entertain us. Dates. If you're going out on a date, then you need to make sure that you're going out to the restaurant, that you sit far enough from your date. You might have to, lean over like, what? What did you say? But hey, this is what it is. I don't know about, so DJ Sen, you shared that the O blood type is, we've got a little problem on Facebook, that the O blood type is immune. I don't know about that. They say that, but is there really a study that's been done to prove that, right? I don't know about that. But yeah, so 7 types of coronavirus. Google it. Find out. We're going to end this one. Yeah. I don't know. It's just not going. I shouldn't have said I was in Atlantic City. Somebody heard me. All right. Hold on one second, guys. There we go. I'm back. So, yep. So that's what's going on with coronavirus. We talked about Kanye. What else is going on in the world today? Tamar Braxton, she is now parting ways from, I think it's WeTV. She's due to have a, hold on one second. She's due to have a TV show coming out. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. So this is the droid that I can't stand. So I'm going to send something just to get the screen off. All right. I'll send you all kisses. How about that? I'm going to send you all kisses. Okay, good. All right. So yeah, no, heat doesn't kill it. Let's see. What else doesn't kill it? Bleach doesn't kill it. They say, that sperm, there's this little video going around that eating sperm drinking sperm will actually keep the virus away. But they also say that smoking marijuana, like the smokers rarely or like minimum when it comes to getting the virus. So I don't know. I'd love to hear from someone who is a smoker and they have actually had coronavirus. I haven't heard that yet. So If you know of anybody, tell them to holler. Oh gosh, somebody has to show me how to work this droid. I don't know how to work this droid and I don't like it. Me don't like it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna send something else. There we go. All right, smoke you. All right. Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, yes, that's some good news. Well, thank you for sharing that, Shaf. That's so good. Biz is recovering. What a blessing. Yeah. Yep. So lots of prayers went around. Everybody was praying hard for Biz Marquis. And good news. Thank you, Shaf, sharing that he is actually doing better. He's recovering, and that's good because we don't know why he's sick. It wasn't shared if it was coronavirus or I know he suffers with diabetes, but it wasn't shared if what exactly his ailment was. So, but we're very happy to hear that he's recovering. Sorry, Facebook. Facebook is not cooperating today. It's just not cooperating. I don't know why. Yep. All right. What else is going on in the world? Let's see here. What else is conversation worthy? Listen, Kanye, I can't. Applied for Ugandan citizenship. Kanye just needs some time out in a corner. We talked about Tamar Braxton and we parting ways. Not much newsworthy stuff this week, huh? Been a quiet week. Other than the whole Black is King, that release. That could be why. Black is King by Beyonce. Has anyone seen that? Where's my beehive? Anybody? Only me? All right, okay. Wow, Facebook is really not cooperating. Sorry. Yep. So I was telling you all that I'm out here in Atlantic City, and the boardwalk is booming, and you can only eat outside, right? So it's a struggle because, hey, Ralphie boy, how are you? It's a struggle because you have to find restaurants that are actually serving food at a certain time. So that's the struggle. The struggle is real. Like, okay, so it's like eating, okay, anybody who's eaten at Morton's before, eating Morton's from to-go containers is just it's not the same. I'm sorry. The food just tastes, I don't know, doesn't taste the same. To me, it was a little weird, but this is what we're doing right now. 'Tis the season, right? Yeah, it was very hot yesterday. It was extremely hot. Oh, it's not hot in ATL? What's going on in ATL? Are your cases going down or still on the rise? What's up with that? I know the mayor is sick. I don't know if she's still sick, but yeah. Oh, not in Arizona. Okay. Wait, it's not hot in Arizona? Oh, yeah, the stimulus checks we talked about, the federal unemployment is it's gone. They didn't even reduce it. Well, I know they're working to, our government is working hard to bring it back, but they're talking about going down from $600 to $200, which really is horrible. Yeah. Chef says everyone is buying up and riding electric bikes. Yeah. Well, I mean, why is that though? Is that because Uber Eats is paying, everybody's home, and another shutdown is imminent, so people are getting ready to get their coinage on? I don't know why I can't. I'm sorry, I cannot. Facebook is just giving me a hard time. Let me see why. Oh, I see why. Okay, here's the tip. If you are using your network, and sometimes if you're home, you may want to pop on your Wi-Fi. When you're away, turn your Wi-Fi off because your phone gets confused. It doesn't know what to jump to. Thank God I can cook. I don't have to go out. It's super hot. Yeah. Oh, you never got, well, yeah. Well, Ralph, you're kind of special. You're very special in a good way. You're blessed. They're going to send the stimulus, just not for unemployment. Yeah. And I think that's horrible because we still need it. The economy still needs it. People are forced to do Uber Eats. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. People are forced to, just like I said, out here, there was no place, the only place to get food from was Morton's, which is okay. But I don't want to eat my Morton's from a to-go container. You're eating your ribeye steak from a to-go container. But I did it. My sister was hungry. So yeah, no stimulus. Don't worry. Listen, I didn't get it either. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I mean, that just means that you're in a good position, right? That's all that means. You're in a better position, either financially, or that also means maybe you didn't file your taxes, or that also means you could owe taxes. So don't worry about it. You'll get it back another way. That's how I look at it. You worked, so you're an essential worker. Okay. All right. Hey, Kev, I don't know. My Facebook is, it's this phone. It's giving me a hard time. It is not cooperating. All right. So what are we watching? You're watching New York Undercover. Okay. That's cool. I watched, I'm trying to get into The Shy. My mother's recommended that one. Another great movie that I did see was The Wrong Missy. Has anyone seen that movie? Nice. Okay. The Wrong Missy is a really good movie on Netflix, which is hilarious. Really good. All right. So let's get back to this. You guys got me distracted. And I'm also eating, I'm just in a bad kind of way out here in AC. I'm sipping on Hennessy. I can't do that. I can't. But I also have these really cool edible candies, which is good. I brought these, so these are good. So, hey, ICU, how are you? Hope everything is well. Sorry, Facebook family. I don't know. It's just this phone is really acting up. All right, what else is going on? There's not much going on. I mean, I can tell you about AC. I can tell you about that. I can tell you that it's packed out here. The beach is packed. Everybody and their mama and their sisters and their cousins are out here. But listen, it's a good getaway. It's a good, cheap getaway right now. The room is very neat, very clean. They even have a seal on the door so that you know that the room has been cleaned. But listen, when I travel anyway, no, this is not from the Sweet Treat Factory. This is from our brother line, Niles and Apollo. Their grapefruit slice. Show you better than tell you. Okay. You're okay with nothing going on? Okay. Really? Okay. What is the Bluetooth speakers for? Oh, you're watching. That's what you're doing now, Chef? Okay. You should pop on if you're available. Come on and pop on and chat with us. These are really good. They're but it's very light though. And that's the thing with edibles. You have to know your limit. Sometimes you can find that out the hard way too. So this has, how much THC is in it? Oh, 400 milligrams. But I think it's 400 milligrams as a whole, right? It doesn't but they're really, really good. And they don't really make you crazy or anything. Hey, great night. Yeah. So NBA, who watched the games? I watched the games. Really nice. I loved what they did with the viewers. Did you see that? How they had the viewers virtual, of course, the attendees, and they have them like a Zoom party. They had all the faces up there, and people were holding up jerseys, and some people had masks on. But it was really, really interesting. I love the new NBA. What do you think about that? Did anybody watch the games? I'm going to nibble on this, if you don't mind. Did anybody watch the games? I know Lakers versus the Raptors, and then there was another game which I didn't see, but the first game was really good. Really, really cool. And the players also had kind of like statement jerseys. Education one. Some of them have like nameless jerseys. no name on their jersey. So the good thing is that, oh, you don't watch sports, Chef? Really? It was really good. They also have, like, on the court, Black Lives Matter is on the court. Have like their t-shirts that they sit in when they're not playing has Black Lives Matter. So kudos to the NBA for really listening to the players, right? And just making this for the players. And they all, when they came out, they all kneeled, like the entire crew, coach, players, everybody kneeled. I think that's good. Now, what I also hear is that they have this bubble, and the bubble meaning that people who come in and out of the bubble, well, you come in the bubble, you get tested. You go out of the bubble, you get quarantined and get tested before you come in the bubble. So men who are maybe married or not, they're looking for entertainment. So I hear that they are trying to create some type of entertainment for the members by perhaps maybe they're discussing having strippers get tested and come into the bubble as like some type of entertainment for the players. That's a little weird. That's very weird. But I mean, if they're getting them tested, it's rather be safe than sorry. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's a little crazy. I would think that being in the NBA, your focus should be on your game. And from what I hear, sometimes, I mean, I don't know, sometimes having that extracurricular activity may take away from your game, right? I know boxers do it. Certain ball players also do it. Before they have a game, they are not engaged, or they're not intimate. They're not engaged in any type of sexual activity because it takes a lot, right? So I don't know. I think maybe they're worried about being bored, but their focus should really be on their paychecks and keeping it, in my opinion, right? So, yeah. All right. What else we got? What else is going on today? This is really good. Really, really good. There's not a lot. Not a lot going on. Kudos to everybody that watched Black is King. A lot of Beyonce fans on here. But she released Black is King. I heard a great song. I haven't seen it yet, but it's on Disney. If you have Verizon, then you get access to the Disney app for free. Hey TDKNY, how are you? You heard players' cell phones and social media. Yeah, well, do you understand why, right? Because you're playing basketball and one of your teammates wants to meet up with someone who isn't in the bubble, who hasn't been tested, and then they hook up, and then you're playing ball, then guess what? You're exposed. I'm gonna try this again. I keep trying to give this a chance. Yeah. There is a storm coming to Miami. You guys got the storm, you got like the big spike in cases. My goodness. Be safe. Just be safe. Stay in and stay under. Stay in and stay down. Yes. So Breonna Taylor and Elijah McClain, the Breonna Taylor story, we talked about this last Sunday. Very tragic, very unfortunate. However, it is my opinion that the police were to blame by ramming through the door without identifying who they were. However, her new boyfriend, shot, not knowing it was the police. He shot because he thought it was her ex-boyfriend, the man in question that got her address on the warrant anyway, so that's why he shot. The boyfriend shot first, the police returned fire. In the return fire, she got killed. The boyfriend actually shot a police officer too. He was arrested, and then the charges were reduced because the stand your ground, laws kicked in, or rules kicked in. So I don't know, but that Breonna Taylor story is very, very, I think if you don't know the full details, definitely go to Wikipedia and read it. You can read like the steps of what happened. Do that. Yeah, I love New York and New Jersey governors too. I think that'd be a great ticket, right? Cuomo, president, Murphy, vice president. Yeah, New Jersey. And I mean, I don't know if you caught that, Shaft, but in November, recreational marijuana use is on the bill for people to vote. So that's cool. All right, what else we got? Hey, Easy Emoji. Yeah. So I don't know, great night. I just say, you know what? Read. Okay, she got hit. Read the details. She got hit 8 times. Yeah, right. She got shot. They definitely excessive. You know, a barrage of bullets. That shouldn't have happened. They were getting shot at. That too. They were getting shot at. So you come through the door, right? And in I forgot which state they're in, but it's stand your ground. So if the police have properly identified that they were, you know, police, they have a warrant, then things probably would have went a little different. I mean, who knows? I don't know. But just know that her boyfriend shot first. So do the research on that. Hey, Barry B. New York governor got balls to stand up to anyone. Yeah, well, that's just the New York in them, right? That's just how we are. That's just how we are. Governor Cuomo is so New York. And listen, Murphy's no pushover either. Murphy is like, he's very Jersey, very Jersey. So, yeah, we're in good hands, I think. Now, I did read that New Jersey may be looking at rolling back. Okay, he was supposed to shoot first. Not necessarily. They were asleep and unidentified, right? He wasn't supposed to shoot first. No. He heard the door open. If he didn't have a gun in the house, access to a gun, she would be alive. Well, we don't know that. We don't know that. I don't want to say that. But let's just say that if he didn't shoot, would there have fired? The verdict's still out on that. No knock warrant versus stand your ground. Yeah. So the no knock warrant actually eliminated because of Breonna Taylor. Because yeah, you can put somebody, you can give somebody a heart attack, right? There's a lot of damage that can come from that. You know, with death being, of course, the worst, but someone just breaking down your door and then, you know, and they don't identify that they are the police. Yeah, not good. Yeah. What do you mean? No, they wouldn't have shot. The police wouldn't have shot if the boyfriend didn't shoot. Possibly, right? Possibly. I mean, they were there looking for drugs. They were looking for her ex-boyfriend. They were looking for drugs in the house. They didn't find any. You know, she stopped dating the guy. For whatever reason, she stopped dating the guy. And she moved on. And her new boyfriend knew that her ex-boyfriend was a little, you don't know what you're going to get. So that's why he was strapped and, you know, he was there with her protecting his, actually they were on and off again. So they had been in a relationship previously. It wasn't like he was her brand new guy. So he was well versed on, you know, her ex-boyfriend and his dealings. But, you know, this is very tragic. Us women, we do a lot of things for love. And we got to watch who we give access to. I think that's really, you know, the sad takeaway is you got to watch who you give access to, who has access to getting, you know, mail at your apartment. You don't know what's in these boxes, right? You don't know. If you don't know that person really, you don't know. I don't know if she knew. Hey, Lorenzo. Hey, Lewis. I don't know if she knew that like that. And sometimes, us women, we're blind to that. We see they move a little funny, but over here because guess what? He's helping me with my bills, or he's buying me my bags and my shoes. We'll look away. So it's really sad that she didn't know, or she knew. Could go both ways. We don't know. She's not here to shed light on that. But he used her address. He was getting packages at her address. He was a big drug dealer. Her address was approved for a warrant, for a no-knock warrant. The judge who actually signed the warrant, she's going through hell. She says she feels so bad. She says she feels now in hindsight that she probably wouldn't have signed it. As they say, hindsight, 2020. It's So anyway, really, really tragic, really, really sad. A lot of takeaways from this. One of them, again, the big thing is that they eliminated the no-knock warrant, just ramming somebody's door in and just coming in. Yeah, we do a lot of things we do for love. I would love to actually speak to some women who have been in a Breonna Taylor situation, and how they dealt with it. Because sorry guys, I gotta do this. This is stupid droid. Because it happens. It's real. That's real life. That's real life. Us women, we get caught up, or maybe we're not caught up with the guy. Like, I love him, but I like that he's taking care of me. So we don't know. We don't know what that situation was. But anyway, rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. My opinion, they are not going to arrest her, the officers that killed her. Her boyfriend did get arrested and released, charges dropped. BK Black says, give the nice guys a chance. Well, everybody's nice until you really know how they're getting down. Thank you. Hey, conductor, how are you? What's up? They watching her, they knew they were definitely watching, but they were watching when she was with her ex-boyfriend. So they were watching, but was she watching? Was she aware? So again, that's another great takeaway. Just know who you're getting involved with. You got to know. You get packages at your house and you don't open them, or you're not looking in them. Hey, have hustle hard. You're not looking in them. You're not, the girl doesn't know what he's getting there. He could be getting drugs, and now she's caught up in it, and this is how she lost her life. So I don't see it happening. Kudos to everybody that want to keep the hope alive for that. I don't see it. The best thing was that the no-knock warrant was outlawed, banned. That's good. Other than that, listen, it's real out in these streets, especially if you get money the wrong way and you're dealing with a man that's getting money the wrong way. It's like, that's part of the game. That's the part of the game. I think Erykah Badu wrote a song about it. The other side of the game, right? Is that what it's called? I love Erykah Badu. But anyway, it's about 3:55. I didn't see the time from Knowledge, who's out there somewhere. My grapefruit edible. All right, well, I'm going to sign off. Knowledge, I see you there. I'll wave. About 3:55, people. Hopefully you all stay safe. Stay sane. Stay sexy. Close for Pillow Talk. Make sure you tune into Pillow Talk Tuesday nights at 11 p.m. I don't know about this. You trap house, so DJ Sin says why you get a trap house. I don't know, listen, they can come there, they can come anywhere. But anyway, you guys be safe. Hello, how are you? You guys be safe. Oh, you were letting me rock. Oh, because I was, this is so, DTF, I think we're good. I can time out now. We're at 45. I'm just going to cut off. Edibles, infused products, hey fatty baby fresh, infused products. Yeah, I'm gonna be safe. I'm in Atlantic City. I'm gonna go. I think the pool is open. It's indoors, but it's like out. Someone's come off from the pool today, but it doesn't work out that way. But anyway, Peace and love. Stay sane. Tuesdays, 11 p.m. You can catch me here. Take care, everybody. Bye. Peace out.